Hello, I'm Dan, and this is Dan Explains. Have you ever noticed the difference between Old World and New World animals? The Old World being all the continents east of the Atlantic Ocean, and the New World being all the continents west of it. So, the Americas. Usually, if you find an animal in one, you can find the same thing, or at least something very similar in the other. Well, the global split of animals on Earth wasn't always an east-west one. It used to be a north-south split. And the differences between the animals found in the north and the south were far more drastic than the east-west divide we have today. It also answers the question why some places have animals that are completely unique to the rest of the world. Let me explain why. The New and Old Worlds have a lot of matching animals and plants, although I'm just going to stick to animals today. Maybe I'll do a video on plants at some point if people are interested. Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, when the European settlers first came to the Americas, they found many of the same animals there as they had in Europe. Many were a bit different than they were familiar with, like the moose, which is a large type of deer, and the turkey, which they called the turkey because it reminded them of guinea fowl from Guinea in Africa. So when naming it, they just picked a name from another far-off place, turkey. There were also animals that looked like something they were very familiar with, but they weren't at all related, like the New World porcupine, which is more closely related to the capybara than it is to the Old World porcupine, as well as the peccary from the Americas, which looks like a pig, but pigs are only found in the Old World, and they aren't related, ignoring the fact that European settlers brought pigs to the Americas, which means all wild hogs you find in the Americas are invasive. New World porcupines and peccaries are examples of convergent evolution, where unrelated animals living in different parts of the world evolved to have very similar forms due to similar evolutionary pressures. Even some of the animals that seem to be missing from this list, like elephants, were also found in the Americas as mammoths and mastodons. In fact, different species of mammoths were found both in the Old World and the New World. But there is one place in the world that has a unique set of animals that I haven't mentioned, and I'm sure that anyone watching from down under has noticed. That's Australia. The animals that are native to Australia seem to be like no others anywhere in the world, including nearby Asia, with the dominating groups in Australia being the marsupial mammals. This is due to Australia's isolation from the rest of the world. However, it wasn't always this way. In the late Cretaceous, the supercontinent of Gondwana had already split up. As the age of the dinosaurs came to a close, the Earth's continents were separated into two isolated biospheres, a northern one and a southern one. The northern one consisted of Eurasia and North America, connected by the land bridge over the Bering Sea. The world was much warmer back then, so animals could migrate across that bridge. The southern biosphere consisted of Africa, South America, Australia, Antarctica, and India. Africa and India both moved north and quickly, geographically speaking, became part of the northern biosphere. The Isthmus of Panama between North and South America hadn't formed yet, and South America was connected to, or at least was close enough to, Antarctica. So animals could easily migrate between the two. Antarctica might be a frigid wasteland today, but like I mentioned, back then the climate was much warmer, so Antarctica was home to all sorts of plants and animals. Australia was also connected with Antarctica at that time, so South America, Antarctica, and Australia were all connected together. Placental mammals like ourselves never took off down there. So, after the fall of the dinosaurs, marsupials took over. The southern continents were also home to large flightless terror birds, which were similar to some of the dinosaurs of the past, but had large beaks similar to eagles, but much larger. Eventually, South America, Antarctica, and Australia split up. South America drifted north until the Isthmus of Panama formed. That changed ocean circulation, and it's speculated to have caused a drop in global temperature, resulting in Antarctica freezing over, killing off almost all of the species that live there. Once the Isthmus of Panama formed, animals were able to migrate between North and South America. The placental mammals were much better adapted to the environment than the marsupials. So most of the marsupial mammals in South America were eventually driven to extinction. Even the terror birds fell victim to agile cats from North America. Although not all the marsupials went extinct, most notably opossums, which not only didn't go extinct, but they were able to migrate into North America and thrive there until today. This leaves just Australia as the last bastion of animals that used to populate the southern biosphere. However, today, many have gone extinct due to the introduction of various placental mammal predators by humans, like dogs and cats. Even the non-predator placental mammals like rabbits have been a huge issue in Australia. That being said, the next time a kid asks you why all the animals in Australia are so different from the animals found in the rest of the world, now you know. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, and other topics ranging from theology to science, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and ding the bell to get notified when I release new videos. Also, please support me on Patreon to get extra content and special perks. Link in the description. The more people support me, the more time I can dedicate to making videos like this one. So, until next time, have a great week.